When political foes become political friends, it's pure theatre. Stage right, strongman Prime Minister Hun Sen. Stage left, opposition leader Sam Rainsy. Two once bitter enemies bathing in a sudden outbreak of public niceness. A few weeks ago, the opposition leader was in Parisian exile, sentenced to 18 months jail in absentia for defaming the Prime Minister. But when Rainsy penned a letter to Hun Sen expressing regret, past sins were forgiven.
I did not apologize. I expressed regrets for some past incidents. But my letter expressing regrets have kind of broken the ice, and we have started a dialogue.
The warm and fuzzy feeling seems mutual.
Prime Minister, you all friends again?
Yeah.
Can you work together?
Yeah. Welcome.
During the first session of Parliament for the year, MPs rubber-stamped Rainsy's political comeback. He wasn't the only outspoken critic to feel the wrath of the strongman this past year. A handful of well-known democracy activists were slapped with lawsuits or jailed.
It's really bad for us because it sends a message to all of us working in civil society that freedom of expression face a big problem.
Kek Galabru runs a respected rights group called Likado. She wasn't targeted herself but got the message that Hun Sen was on the warpath.
So it did lead to self-censorship?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
You held back?
Yes, after that, you know, the radio, the talk show, we really were very careful what we said. We didn't know what was the limit.
The Prime Minister has promised to get rid of the law on defamation that he used against his critics. Rights campaigners remain suspicious about what the future holds.
This country is good for at least one crisis every 2 years. So I'm sure that there's going to be more excitement in the future. It's just a matter of time, really, that we're going to see something else happen or another crisis take place. I came back because I felt that I had been given enough opportunities in the West to contribute to Cambodia.
You could call Ir Sapal Hun Sen's worst nightmare. As a child, he escaped the Khmer Rouge regime. Now he's back, armed with an American education and ideas about building a better Cambodia. One of his specialties is corruption research.
You have arrangements whereby senior officials end up owning half of a company having put no money into it, but because they facilitate the ability of that company to operate without hindrance or maybe even with impunity.
Hun Sen is the undisputed master of his domain. His change of heart on political criticism has lifted pressure from donor nations who hand over $500 million in aid every year. Indeed, Sam Rainsy is now the man under scrutiny. He'll have to show that he's not become the Prime Minister's poodle.
Are you confident that you can still oppose and criticise Hun Sen?
Yes, I do. This is the role of a loyal opposition.
What Rainsy supporters find most galling was that he retracted the holy grail of opposition claims, that it was Hun Sen who was behind a 1997 grenade attack on this park, just across the street from Parliament, that claimed 15 lives. Witnesses said soldiers lingering around the demonstration threw 3 grenades into the crowd. Rainsy was quick to blame the government, but now puts it this way.
Putting my past disputes with Prime Minister Hun Sen aside doesn't mean that I have abandoned the idea of finding justice.
So your personal conviction isn't any different?
It's just the way of expressing it.
You're just not talking about it anymore?
No.
So theoretically his time will come?
Yes.
The test of Cambodia's political truce will come next year, with local government elections are held across the country. A year after that, general elections are due.
We hope, and we have received some assurances that the next election will be more free and more fair and more acceptable, and would better reflect the will of the people than the previous elections.
And those assurances came from Hun Sen direct?
Yes.
Written assurances?
Not written, but I believe in his words.
And you'll hold him to it?
Yes, I remind him every day.